You're listening to Journalists on Journalism, a weekly podcast brought to you by Stanford's graduate program in journalism. For more information and upcoming speakers, visit journalism.stanford.edu.
What I was trying to do is that when I started writing for that paper, is that I felt that there is a need to have coverage on the ground. There is a need to have people who are there to do this type of coverage. So I contacted the newspaper. At the beginning, I used to send them news without providing my name. And then I started having my own column, which carried my name. What happened later on, which is not something unusual, is that my name was added to a list, to a security list, and I was arrested after being stopped by the soldiers. And that's when I noticed that there is this targeting. When I was arrested, that it didn't come like a surprise to me, because a relative of mine who's an author and writes stories and books, and he was also arrested. Specifically, I come from Beit Sahor, which is biblically known as the Shepherd's Field, just next to Bethlehem. And we were having a non-violent protest when first we did not see any presence for the Israeli military, and during that time it was really weird not to see the army around, because they were always there. But the fact is that the army wasn't there is because the undercover forces were there and were around us, and wearing civilian clothes. And that's when I was attacked by one of them, who was masked and carried a small automatic gun, and he shot me repeatedly in my chest and back. We have Farkan, he's American Turkish activist. He was killed. He was one of the 9 persons killed during the attack, and his name was mentioned in the article. But then the next day, his name was omitted, was taken away, and this is one of the censorship that we try to oppose, because when you put a face and a name to your article, you make it more human. You give a face to the victim. Like in one incident, when a group of settlers shot a man from a close range while he was in his land, and nobody thought anything, that anybody saw anything, but it was filmed. And the Israeli Information Center managed to publish it and managed to take it to court. So those kinds of media coverage are very essential in even protecting the people, not only just revealing the truth, in protecting the people. This is the power of the camera and the power of media. It takes really daring and committed reporters to be on the ground and be persistent on pursuing their report, not what other people tell them.
You've been listening to Journalists on Journalism. Find more speakers at journalism.stanford.edu.